This is Unmuted Voices, the podcast. I'm your host, Lexii, and this is a space where the silenced speaks, the stories flow, and healing begins. I welcome you all into this space. I appreciate you for joining me, both your time and your energy. It really, truly does mean a lot to me. Especially because I do not like actually being on camera. This is something I am pushing my boundaries for. And I'm excited to see where it goes, to be completely honest. During this first season of Unmuted Voices, we will be exploring voices from the womb. So with every episode, we will share raw, real, powerful experiences of Black maternal health, to include experiences of my own. Like, my plan is to really, truly get very vulnerable with you guys, just navigating everything from pregnancy to motherhood in itself, and everything in the in-between, because we truly were never meant to suffer quietly. And not to say we're always suffering, because, there are some good parts of motherhood, there's some good parts of pregnancy. Everybody's journey is different, but a lot of the times I have heard within the Black community that Black mothers go through a lot, and myself included, again. So just to share a little bit about myself, I am a mother of three, a wife, a professional, serial entrepreneur, everything. I do a lot. It's hard to focus on one thing at a time, just to be completely honest. For the past 12 years, I've been working in learning and development for Fortune 500 companies. On the side, I've dabbled into any and everything creative that I could find myself personally good at. Some of those things include DJing. I absolutely love music. Music is at the center of a lot of things in my life. You guys will get to know that. Web development, building dope websites. MySpace drew me in and I never left. So I can code and do some pretty amazing things, especially when it comes to like content and media and marketing. And I'm like, hey, why not apply it to myself, But I also like to do nails. I love to do art. I specifically love to paint. Can't wait to get some paintings back here. This is actually my office, guys. You'll get to see more of this at some point. And podcasting. This is not my first podcast. Before, I've done a podcast when I used to DJ more heavily in Brooklyn, and stepped away from that, and now we're kind of back to it, but from a different angle. I have really big dreams, like a lot of people do, and I like to take risks on myself and do things that just make me happy, to be completely honest. About 3 years ago, I met my husband, and my life has completely turned around in a good way, of course. Many of the things that I hoped and dreamed that I was able to do, I was able to do and able to achieve. And some of those things led me to this podcast, which is pretty much having children. After the birth of my last son, I was sitting in a hospital bed super frustrated because I felt like the system was just failing me. I felt like my voice was not being heard. I felt like doctors weren't listening to me. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a podcast once I survive this madness, because the things we have to go through as Black women to have children in this country is crazy. Now, I want to say, I am not a biased person. I'm sure all women go through trials and hardships during the maternal journey. I can only speak for my own. And then there's others that have shared stories with me, like friends, family, people I've met in my journey of life. They found themselves asking the same question I have, like, why is it so hard for Black women when it comes to maternal health, and how do we fix it? Question of the day. So during this podcast, I want to share with you all my maternal health journey, to include my 3 pregnancies, as well as the journeys of others. So my plan is to have guests. See, my husband's being nosy and trying to throw me off. Told you, going to be real vulnerable. This is something that I don't like to do, but, putting myself out there. But my plan is to have guests who's going to share their stories along with like expert opinions. And I invite you to come on this journey with us while we do this deep dive on Black maternal health. Please like, share, follow. If the stories you hear here resonate with you, or you'd like to share stories of your own, comment below or reach out to us via email. We definitely love to hear from you, and probably even read or share some of your stories, within an episode. Check out our social media links below and look out for more episodes to come. In episode 2, I'm going to kick off my journey with the one who was never meant to live. Can't wait to see you guys in episode 2. Thank you.